The EU's former chief negotiator, Michel Barnier, admitting that the UK has had a quicker vaccination rate compared with the European Union, as we see yet another threat from the EU. I'm going to bring you all the very latest in this video, guys, but please start off as ever by making sure you've hit subscribe and the bell so you don't miss my next video, and give this one a big thumbs up too, would really appreciate it. Now, Michel Barnier quoted as saying yesterday, it is true that the UK has a quicker vaccination rate compared to the EU. And just to give you the latest context to that, here are the international comparisons. But Barnier said, the fight against COVID is more than speed of vaccination, important as that is. We will all find strong and weaker points, he says, in how we've managed this, but there is no place in such a serious situation for polemics and competition. There are so many more reasons to cooperate in the short and the long term. Well, you'll note, of course, it isn't the UK at any stage that's threatened export bans. It's been on the EU side. You'll also see today, as the Times report, the European Union's vaccine delivery is unacceptably slow, slammed by the World Health Organization. It's all well and good talking about not making competition. I know full well, as I'm sure all of you do, unless you're dangerously naive, that if Brexit Britain's vaccine procurement plan had been as shambolic as the EU's has, and they had instead surged ahead in vaccinations, if you don't think the EU would be rubbing it in our faces every day, saying this was evidence of why you need to be in the bloc, you're incredibly naive indeed. What has happened, of course, outside of the EU is Brexit Britain has made its own decisions. It's made them quickly. It's made them far more effectively when you look at the contracts. And instead we see Thierry Breton, the EU's Internal Market Commissioner, now threatening that zero AstraZeneca jabs made on the continent will be shipped across the channel until the company fulfilled its commitment to Europe. Breton telling the Financial Times that doses must be reserved for the bloc, saying that there is no negotiation. UK government sources hit him back at that by saying his comments are disappointing and accuse him of not respecting lawful contracts. Of course, the backdrop of this again is we've seen yet again in Germany another suspension of the Oxford vaccine. Already we know that in France and Germany, unfortunately, a majority of citizens no longer think the vaccine is safe due to the disastrous handling of all this from our likes of Emmanuel Macron in France and Angela Merkel in Germany. But once again, the European Medicines Agency saying there's no evidence that would support restricting the use of the Oxford vaccine. So there we have it. Even the EU's former chief Brexit negotiator admitting that the UK has moved faster. We've seen more threats from the EU, and I think
And at the same time as we push forwards with our programme to offer a vaccination to all adults by the end of July, we're building up our own long-term UK manufacturing capabilities.
It's badly needed, given these threats we're seeing time and time again. And oh, by the way, we're set to hand the EU £20 billion over the next 2 years. As ever, guys, if you enjoyed this report, if you found it helpful and informative, please do give it a big thumbs up. We'd really appreciate that. And do support the channel by hitting the join button down below to become a member here on the channel. I'd really appreciate your support. And of course, as ever, thanks for watching.